Hey everyone! So as a heads up, we had a little bit of chaos on this recording day. A power outage hit during my recording, and unfortunately the beginning of the episode was lost. Just to catch everyone up, I kicked off the episode with an introduction to the day's goals, which are focused on getting the village up to speed, which includes getting rid of the temporary fencing, putting up something more substantial and aesthetically pleasing, and starting on some major trading to smooth out some of the holes in the village where it spawned in a bit like Swiss cheese. I think that creating a huge wheat field is a good way to start all of this. Clearing the area will provide me with more than enough wood, and then the wheat will get growing to begin our trading with our villagers. The wheat field will be huge and follow nicely along the pathway from the cottage to the village that we created. So now we're picking up a bit further in with me already in progress on clearing the forest to become a field. Thanks for hanging in there despite the technical hiccup. I hope you enjoy the episode from here. Okay, I think I have all the land terraformed a bit. You can see right here where I filled in some holes, and I think it's time now to start putting in our fence line. So we'll kind of come around here where the lights are, the torches, and then all this will be field, and that'll go all the way around a nice segment of this space here, and it'll go right along this road here, this pathway that we made last time. So hard part is finding like where to start. So I know I want it to go pretty much along the road, but a little bit of a, like a, I don't know, a curb. So let's see, probably this area. So we're just gonna fence it in just a little bit, and then we'll modify it as we go. Okay, so now we have our basic shape. We can definitely change this around a little bit, and we'll definitely be trading some blocks in and out for smooth stone and stuff like that. But it gives us a good start for a shape of the fence line here. Now with this kind of a fence, I'm not super concerned with keeping things in or out. It's more just a blocky mess, a casual type of thing. Okay, I think we have played with the fence line long enough. Let's see up here. You can kind of see it goes all the way around there, goes around this hill, and then back up around here along the pathway, just like we planned. And now we have to put in the wheat. I hope I have enough seeds. I did not bring my seeds. Where did I put my seeds? Oh man, I can't believe I forgot my seeds. I think he has my seeds. He has all my seeds. Yay. Okay. We have seeds. We're going to need these as well. We'll take one. Okay, I think a big wheat field like this too, or crops, I might break it up. I might divide it up later once I get some other crops, but I think right now all I own is wheat. So it's just going to be wheat for now. But anyway, I think a big crop field right across the way from a big village kind of also signifies like how they get their food and how they make their living, you know, they and how they feed their village, because the little crop areas inside of a town isn't really gonna, it's not going to do it, you know, like they're very small patches of gardens. So I think this kind of sets a scene like that. This is how that village survives. So get rid of some of this grass. Oh, I hate when it does it in a single stream. It's the worst. All right, that's just faster this way then. Okay, we are going to go along the fence line and just see that we're not too close to the edges here. Yeah, that seems like doable. This seems a little close, like it should come down, you know, a little bit here. And we'll fix like some of this later in the wall on the inside. Okay, I think that cleans up the fence line around the perimeter. And now we have to start putting water in, which is really tricky as we go here. If anyone knows like a faster way to put water in, let me know, because I mean, it won't help me now, but it'll help me in the future. So, okay, so I think what I want to do is go up in the top and make a big water source. So that way I can just run to the center here. And gather water. Okay, so pretty much every 4 bits, 4 to 8 bits, we're going to need a hole and some water. It doesn't matter if the edges don't come all the crops don't come all the way to the edges. I think that makes it look a little more natural sometimes, so that's fine. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. There should be a hole here, according to this. 2, 3, 4 should be here. Okay, so we're going to go here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to go about here. And then what you'll see is we'll be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can do some path blocks around the edges here where it doesn't farm up. Now the next one we'll be able to go for as well. Okay, it looks like it is hydrating down there. That's good. I wasn't sure about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one won't hydrate. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one will be our next bucket of water. Boom. And then we'll hydrate 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should solve that problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it'll be it won't be perfect here on the edges, but that's okay. I think I want it there actually. That's not gonna reach up. It'll go down, but it won't go up. Yeah. So we're gonna need to do we need it like that. So as you can tell, this is going to take a while. And I'm out of seeds, and all I've done is that little bit there. So it's going to be a lot of farmland once we fill all this in. Yeah. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with the size of it. I think it's going to be great. Okay, we have all of it tilled up, and now we can harvest and plant and harvest and plant and get this thing filled in. Okay, so this is going to take a while to grow in, so I think it's time to go and visit the village and fix some holes in the streets, you know? Do a little upkeep. One thing I want to do is fix this fence to be a little more aesthetically pleasing, and so we're going to take this all down, fix it up, and also fix some of the streets where they're a little choppy like this, and there's some over here. There's a few spots where this actually isn't so bad, but there's a few spots here where maybe we could level things off, fix some of these holes and stuff and these gaps, and make sure things are a little more easy to get around in. Things are relatively peaceful out here, and it's pretty well lit up, and we've got our little guard over there, so I'm not too worried about temporarily taking the fence down in order to get a better one set up. This was always going to be temporary anyway. Okay, we've got all the fences down, and I used them to protect a couple of my villagers that I protected when I first got here. I put them in a dirt hut. Well, this seems, well, about the same amount of cruel, but at least I can see them now. It makes me feel better. We're going to terraform just a little bit. I am running out of time for this session, so just to let you know, this hole, look at this. This is crazy. this just spawned in kind of terrible. Terribly unsafe for all the villagers. So I want to try and fill this up a little bit. Obviously not, I'm kind of just gonna like wall it off because I don't have that much dirt with me to actually fill it in. But I was thinking that this week is actually my week for the Fantasy Island, Fellowship Island. If you're familiar with that, they come to my island and fulfill one of my wishes for like whatever I want. And I was thinking like I could ask them to help me terraform this stuff. And then also maybe build an aesthetically pleasing fence rather than the spruce fence that I had. Because I'm really not going to be able to finish all this episode anyway. And that would give everyone like a really nice project to do. And I think it falls within the parameters of the spirit of the stream. So if you're familiar with that, or if you're not familiar with that, or if you'd like to check it out on Adults Only Minecraft's YouTube channel, I'll put the notes in. I'll put the information in my notes here in the description of this video. And you can check that out live this Wednesday, or if it's way past, if you're watching this way later, you can just watch it on his channel at any time in his live content. It'll be in there, and that will be then you can see like the second part of what we're doing here. This is less dangerous. I might lose less villagers this way, and I'm getting there. If any of you are familiar with my Endless Journey series, you'll know that I have a soft spot for villagers, and I always like to make sure that their villages are safe and kind of beautified just a little bit. And by beautified, I don't mean like gorgeous, but what I mean is, oh, this is like a road, isn't it? Yeah. What I mean is like the roads connect so that the villagers all know where they're going. And let's see here. And that there's no like big holes, and by beautification, like, you know, make sure that the streets are going the right way and to something safely, so that they don't get hurt and fall into terrible accidental traps. There, that kind of looks like the roads that they have here. So that's better. And that big terrible accident waiting to happen is all filled in. I'll have to be careful if I ever dig here. And I bring this back up to level, like you kind of see, like you could probably bring this up to level pretty easily. Maybe we'll do that another time. Maybe we'll do that on the Fantasy Island, maybe the Fellowship Island series. Maybe they'll notice that and take care of that. But a lot of these are difficult terrain to get up and down. Just making sure that that's all smoothed out for the villagers, so that they have an easier time, so that I have an easier time when I'm walking around town. But there's a lot of other places like that in town that need fixing, which is kind of shocking in a town this beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. That there's so many holes, but there are. So just like with regular Minecraft, this obviously has a mod pack for this village. But just like with regular Minecraft, whenever villages are popping into place, they don't always pop in with everything smoothly set with the terrain, because the terrain kind of, you can see here, this is not good. I don't even know if you can fix this. We can fix it a little bit, maybe with a restraining wall, what do they call that? a wall with a wall here, and that'll give this house a little freedom from being submerged halfway in dirt. We'll see. So let's go check out before we leave, see how the field is doing. Hey, you can see here this this looks great. You can see as you walk across this path, you'll see this lovely wheat field starting to grow in along that hill. I really like that a lot. Probably want to put some more here. But overall, it's pretty good. Let's see here. Try and get in here. I didn't make this very secure, so on purpose. And you can see there's still a lot that needs to grow. But we're definitely started. Our wheat empire is definitely growing, and the farmers are going to be so happy, and we're going to have so many emeralds, and I'm going to be happy. And we're going to get some of our villagers finally leveling up. So thank you for joining me. This was a big farm session, a bit of terraforming. The fence around the village is down. That does make me a little nervous, but I don't know, people on the server tend to sleep through the night quite often. So hopefully that'll continue right up until we get to our Fellowship Island episode this Wednesday. And if you can, check that out. And if it's already passed, check it out anyway. It's available for you. Thanks so much. See you guys.